What's up, y'all? It's me, Tasha C, and in this particular video I will be reviewing R&B Divas Season 3. What is this episode? 4? And shout out to my YouTube fam, my old and new subscribers. And if you're not subscribed, click down the description bar below and like this video, share it, and all that good stuff. So anyways, let's get into the highlights. You know, I'm random all over the place. I like to start, of course, with Latavia before we get into Angie Stone's party and stuff, right? Why is she on the show? I really don't know this. It's nothing wrong with her saying if she's trying to branch out their reality show, as I said. Have I said it before? I don't know, but let's get into that. But when you're on a show, and you're on a show pertaining to a certain thing, that's like somebody on a hair show, for example, and it has to do with hair, and they want to do is just cook food, and they're like, I don't want to do no hair no more. I just want to cook food. I don't care. They want me to sit here and do a bun with some Chinese bangs and shit. I just want to sit here and do some hair. You get what I'm saying? So it's the same with this. It's nothing wrong with her getting exposure, but she keeps saying, I don't want to sing. And it's kind of like whatever's troubling her, whether it's stage fright, she can't sing with a thing, or because we do know that she does need to get therapy for what happened to her as a child, because it seems to affect her. And what she has said, if y'all remember, I know this is plugging another show, but we're Housewife Atlanta. I think the first season of Phaedra was on there. That after the stuff that happened when she was fired, or surprisingly fired from Destiny's Child, she went into this self-destruction type of role for a while. So it's kind of like you have these issues, and it's kind of like, I'm kind of wondering, did Mila Ass tell her to get on the show with her? Did they audition together? You know, I'm kind of wondering, is that how she got on the show? Because I don't understand why she on here. Somebody told her to get on the show, and if you can get on there good, you get exposure. But I mean, I know some people say, some exposure, any exposure is better than no exposure and all, but not in this case. And she's letting us know she's getting acting opportunities. She's up there upscale magazine in front, but she's still letting us know, I ain't trying to sing. We'll get back to her a little later. Now, here's another thing that's highlighted this season. I mean, not this season, this particular episode. Now, you got, Kiki. Kiki seemed to be in a more chilled spot this particular episode. She didn't seem to be stressed, maybe because the fact is maybe with her mom going, hopefully she goes to therapy. She just seemed chilled. Selena and Monifa, I think, are coming over there to celebrate the Grammy night. Well, actually, they find later on, I think next episode, it is for Faith's Grammy night. And for what I heard, that actually, even how it was set up, it really seemed like to be more so, it would be Faith's album, and she just basically had other people sing it, but it really was her stuff, So, we don't know if that's true or not. So, they think they're nominated, but Faith is like this. First we're hearing that she tells them they can buy some tickets. I wouldn't be rude and not let y'all walk on the red carpet with me, blah blah blah. It's it's like basically they contribute to something for hers, for hers, all caps. And Selena is thinking like this particular album is set up, but see, we knew, if y'all remember Kanye West's song When All Falls Down, that's actually one of my favorite Kanye West shows, is All Falls Down. We seen it. We not only heard her voice, and she was featured in Caps when they do the Caps. We seen her ass even featured in the video for a guest spot. Okay, we knew she was in there. It was featured that she contributed. She was given the proper contribution to the song. Okay, in credits, and she was given the Grammy now. But I guess she was like this. No, I was with the Kanye West song, and I was able to go, across the thing. If you nominate, you get this, you get your Grammy and everything else too. I know what I'm talking about. But yes, she is, but not in this. I guess not in this particular scenario, because we see in the next episode that this is totally different. The way it's set up with the Faith album, they pretty much, it's kind of, they're not nominated, I think. So they're talking about that issue, and we see later on when they meet with Angie Stone. Angie Stone is letting us know that, because when, Kiki was not only talking about the darn tickets, then she talking about they can buy trophies. It's like with them damn souvenirs you get, with dance class or sometimes or something, them little awards you have to get a trophy somewhere. Thinking like, what do you mean buy trophies? What, you like a souvenir? What I'm just saying, not like an actual award, but I'm just thinking about when you're talking about buying trophies, it's kind of like just getting like a damn mug or something, you know what I mean? So, and then Angie was starting to say like, let you go buy trophies. She was kind of like this, don't let it stop you from going. She just kind of felt kind of some type of way when Keith was saying about the let part and go. And this is why I got a little thrown off, because Monique around that time, because they supposed to rehearse because they're having a one night only around. I think they decided to do Grand Weekend, and everybody, including Latavia, because I guess she's a speculative observer or whatever. Because what is she doing there? Why can't she leave off the show now? No offense, but maybe she has to stay through all the episodes to get a check, and maybe that's the contract. But I'm just like, what is she still on here for? And we like I said, we don't know what keeps happening. Why? Okay. Anyway, y'all. So, anyways, with Angie Stone, I guess because we're so used to Angie Stone's like, we're the soul and everything, and when we sing together, we bind, and you put the yarn together, we make a quilt together. We do it in song, and Manifa was just feeling some type of way, and Manifa was like, say, there ain't nobody gonna stop me from like representing, the Grammy, not, going there if I want to, blah blah blah, this and that, and blah blah, and she just felt like Angie Stone was basically like antagonizing the situation and stuff, and I kind of was confused. I'm like, huh, what? Did I turn away too long or something? Because I didn't see what the heck she was talking about. But okay, so but they stopped, arguing whatever. But I don't know, Manifa might have been having a bad day. I don't know. Maybe Angie Stone's voice was getting on her nerves. So yeah. So Angie Stone's having a party. Her Ashanti boyfriend is throwing her a party. Hopefully, based on what she said before, he wouldn't have a cake with her actual age on it. And she's trying to get the ladies to sing with the soul and the quilts and everything. But she is not saying she obligates them to sing, but that's technically what she kind of was trying to do later on anyway. I'm not going to obligate them, but I'm going to ask them in front of everybody in the crowd with a microphone that works, I think, at the best sound that you can get for the quality to sing, okay? And we got cameras. So anyways, they're throwing this party, and she's having a couple with some R&B legends instead, whatever. I think she was in the episode, but it really wasn't focused on her, and like I said, it really didn't stand out that part. Now later on, we see that Touré, also known as Erykah Badu's cousin, and Monifa are having dinner, and also somebody's at the door, and Touré already has to look like, oh, who could that be? Almost like I'm surprised, but I'm not surprised. So she goes to the door, and it's Touré's and Monifa's mom. They're talking, and we also hear because they look exactly like their moms. Whenever they get be that age, that's how much they look like their moms. So, anyways, they sat here and they were talking about wanting their moms to walk them down the aisle. And previous before they were talking to their wedding coordinator or design, coordinator and stuff like that, planner. And they were trying to find, and which I've said before, they ended up having to go to Hawaii because Hawaii, even though it's farther out to where they would like to be for their family and friends, I guess, to come to the wedding, it's one of the few places, I guess, that it's LG. Sorry, it's late enough, but it's just friendly to everybody, the same-sex couples and all. Because I don't feel like say LG. I would say, but it's almost 2:00 in the morning. I'm trying to got one more review after this. I probably will do after this, and then I take my ass to bed. But so, they're getting that straight. So when Torre's mom was talking about how she found out when her daughter, came out to her. She literally hid herself in the closet, like not like just saying it, just some words. She took her behind into the closet and just was like the first shot. In the end, she ended up loving separate daughter. She just loves her baby Torre. And Monifa's mom, didn't say anything at first, but at first she did admit that she came into the church about feeling some type of way because she does feel like, the traditional man and women should be the ones getting married and, and stuff like that. But at the same time, hell, even though I'm like this, I'm still going to support for the fact that this is my baby getting married, okay? And she did love to appreciate Torre and them together. Or at least she, has courtesy or respect, for, their union. So, they're on good terms with that. So, anyways, because Selena was in there. Okay, last thing we want to discuss is particularly this party, because it wasn't really that much going on this episode, I don't think, besides the Grammy nod and all that weird stuff. But yeah, so here goes the night of party. We got R&B legends singing and stuff like that, and I think Selena might have came on the stage before was this before or after Latavia came? Now Latavia came late, also known as and still in the little intro scene. That's it. It has not even a hand snap. It's just still That's all we get. Seriously. So, she comes in late, and we already know how Angie Stone feels about certain stuff and his pet peeves and stuff. By the way, I forgot one scene that's, how Selena, I forgot about Selena. Then we go back to this party. Sorry about y'all. That's how random. Selena is trying to get this album together, but she's having writer's block, and she's used to writing her own stuff. And she goes to Angie Stone to ask for advice. Angie Stone has dealt with that before when she was out of writer's block for a while. And sometimes, even though, you used to write, writing your songs, you may have to, I think Selena realizes too, that she may have to use writers. So she goes to this one dude, it's actually a cool, chilled song. And Tyrese is the one who centered that song. And Tyrese is one of those dudes, like I said, just sing and smile and show that six-pack. Enough said. But yeah, he steals her chills check, so she's gonna try to work with that. Hopefully she can get in time, because what was that dude, Wayne Williams from that first episode, was basically telling her, you gotta get them tracks in, okay? So fast forward. Yeah, I just didn't want to forget that part. So Angie Stone, even though she said these ladies are obligated, y'all, she said, let's take it back to the old school. Latavia, make sure we get it right on. Zoom in. Here she goes. I got laryngitis. You get what I'm saying. Usually, I had a case somewhat of that, know people. Usually we have laryngitis. First of all, what the hell is your ass going to the club? I wouldn't have came there, period. Second of all, it would have been this. I have laryngitis. I cannot. I'm just saying, your voice, you cannot hardly speak. I know that sounded like some gremlin coming out from here, but I'm just telling you, she got laryngitis for that moment. I was just like, I'm too through, girl. But it was wrong with Angie Stone to put her on the spot. But it's just when she said that laryngitis thing, and then after that, I think because of the effects of being put on the spot, she's crying and everything else. She's just wiping her eyes, eyeshadow, mascara, everything, just all here. I think it was kind of smudged because of this. Like I said, she is refusing to sing on a show that's focused on women who sing. Okay, so she's able to get Selena. No offense, but is it just me, y'all? But the cat suit was kind of, I don't know, in the front, it just maybe it was just the angle that had the camera. It was just not looking weird. It was just like some part of the cloth was protesting. You get what I'm saying? Okay. Anyways, maybe maybe it was just the angle that had the camera and the lights. Okay, it was dark place. Okay, I mean, not dark, but I'm just saying the angle of the light. So, also, she did end up getting. Did Malia even go up there? I know she got like. Well, Kiki couldn't go there. I forgot because I forgot to tell you one and only. Her dad was getting married for the 5th time, so she already was like exit to the right on that one. But you know, Selena did get on there. Manifa did up there sing with them, and you know, all what's on these ladies. But the only one I think that, like I said, wasn't there. I don't know if Malia also did. Malia sing? I don't think she sang. But anyways, I think that was the highlight. Was the the thing and Latavia, because even Selena was like, you know what, that's a good one. She got laryngitis on the spot, and then I don't know why I just get annoyed that I'm like, she's still saying that it get sometimes annoying when some people say I swear to God, I swear to God and everything. It's like you don't really want to keep saying that. I'm just saying. But anyways, y'all, that was some of the highlights of the thing. I hope you enjoyed the review. Sorry if it seems too short. Yeah, but it really wasn't that much. I mean, it was a pretty interesting episode, but it really wasn't that much. I wonder what Diamond will be returning this episode. But I mean, next episode. Is she returning? We don't know. But anyways, y'all, you have a pleasant week, pleasant night, pleasant weekend, and I definitely will see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.